People oftentimes ask me, if you're currently making money from YouTube, why haven't you quit your 9 to 5 job as yet? In today's video, I want to explain why I haven't quit my 9 to 5 job just yet, so that you can have a wider understanding of why I make this decision. So guys, for those who don't know what kind of YouTube channel I currently run, I currently own multiple channels in the tutorial space, where I teach how to tutorials across a wide range of different applications on YouTube, right? And by doing so, I've built up quite a huge library of videos that my channel is now monetized and is paying me a certain revenue every single month. And this is consistent revenue, right? But I still work my 9 to 5 job. And I just want to explain to you why I still do this. So let me just touch a bit on my current job right now, what I do, and how much I'm currently working in my 9 to 5 job. Currently, I'm living in Czech Republic. I am a technical engineer and I make net roughly 3,800 US every single month. For my job, I would say that I could have earned a lot more, but in terms of the flexibility that I get with work, that I can work from home, and I currently manage a team. And also, for the fact that I don't find the job so hard, there are days when it's extremely stressful and I wish that I don't have to do it. There are days when I have to work so much and I'm really tired, right? And I can't find time to record my videos. And I'm not posting like 1 or 2 videos per week. I am posting 25 videos per day on one channel, and I own about 5 channels. The other channels I am publishing like maybe 5 videos per day or 1 or 2 videos per day, but I still manage to get it done, especially the fact that I work from home, right? So you know that you work 8 hours per day, you don't lock in 8 hours. There are some gaps here and there where you can do other things, and so I find a space to normally record. But there are times when people piss you off, or you just have enough. And you say to yourself, man, I should just quit this job and go full time on YouTube because I enjoy this so much. I can get back my time. I can get back time in the day. I can go to gym. I can spend time with my family and all these things. But, I have to make a conscious and a wise decision for myself and also for my family. You see, guys, I'm also a married man, right? I have a wife. I have a kid. So I also have responsibilities. And while the YouTube income might be very good, I feel like it is too risky for me at this moment to just quit my 9 to 5 job. For me, the sweet spot of quitting my 9 to 5 job, for me, I would have to save up at least 6 months of my monthly expense, right? So that means covering money for bills, right? Covering payments for my car, which I currently drive, covering some money here that I can spend and do things, and also to cover expenses for my team. I know I have to think about taxes that I have to pay in my country as well, and all these different kind of things. So when I factor in all of this at this current point, I would say that all my expenses is more than how much I'm currently earning from my day job. Actually, I would need 700 or 800 US more on top of what I currently earn per month to say cover all my expenses per month. As you can see right there, I'm not just about at the point where I feel safe enough to quit my 9 to 5 job and just go all in. They have people saying that, okay, if you're making money from YouTube, you don't need a lot to quit your 9 to 5 job if you're making X amount of money from YouTube. You don't need 5,000 US per month. You need to reduce your monthly income to be able to quit your 9 to 5 job. You just need X amount of money to live off, right? And so you can quit. But for everyone, it's not the same, right? Especially when you have your family, when you have kids, when you have responsibilities, you can't just quit your 9 to 5 job and just go all in on 4,000 US or just 5,000 US, right? Maybe 5,000 US is enough, or more than enough for some people. But it depends where you're living, your circumstances, your finances, your debts, all of these things factor in, right? Your current lifestyle. And so if you have these different responsibilities, you can't just quit and say, okay, I'm going to go all in on YouTube with this. And especially if you have no savings. For me, I want to have at least 6 months of money saved up. And on top of that, I also want to know that the income coming in from my YouTube channel, it should also be more than enough to cover my monthly expenses of everything, my business, my YouTube business, all the people who I work with. I should be able to pay them, pay my taxes. And of course, don't just leave empty-handed and say, okay, waiting for the next YouTube paycheck, right? So I want to ensure that I have at least 6 months save up. And that money which I would save up is not to just say that, okay, I'm going to pay this from month to month. I want to have that save up as my insurance, right? My 6 month in case something happens, then I have that money that I can say here to my wife, or hey, let's buy this, or if something break on my car, if we want to go on a little vacation, or whatever it is, something could happen. I could get demonetized from my channel, and when you get demonetized, it takes some time as well for you to get back some earnings from YouTube. So you have to consider all of these things. You can't predict and say, okay, yeah, I'm going to quit because I equal my income. Next month, YouTube is going to send me X amount of money, because anything can happen. Guys, I will tell you this, YouTube policies and guidelines, they are serious stuff. And so you don't want to gamble on your future. I don't want to gamble on my future, especially when I have a family, to just say that I'm going to just quit my 9 to 5 job. And on top of that, I also want to ensure, like in my position, trying to build my YouTube business, right? Try to build my tutorial business. I have one channel that is currently monetized. I feel like if I would quit my 9 to 5 job, I want to be earning more than enough to take care of my monthly expense. I want to see additional channels that I'm working on reaching heights where I could say, yes, this channel is going in a certain momentum. It's going to be monetized, let's say the next 3 months or 2 months. Because, people will say, yes, you will buy back your time. You will be free. You are the master of your own choices. You can do whatever you want. You're your own boss, right? But while all of these things is true, when you have a YouTube income, and you have your income from your job, it's good, right? Even though the job is challenging, you feel like, hey, I have a second stream of income that is so good. And when you quit that job and you have to live from your YouTube income, the one income, while you will feel this freedom, you will also feel like, I don't have that extra money coming in to cover my monthly expense. There are times it's going to happen to you where you will feel like, only if I had that income, right? And you also can't predict what's going to happen, right? What's around the corner that's going to happen to you. I have these kind of thoughts, and I say to myself, like, I want to just be on the safe side, right? It's not like I don't want to quit the 9 to 5 job. I will eventually at some point, but I feel like I would like to have at least a second channel, let's say almost close to monetization, or at least monetize. It don't have to be at the same, revenue as what I would get from my day job, right? But at least I would say that, yes, it's monetized and I would have multiple streams of income still. So right now I'm pretty comfortable having my day job, and I also feeling very nice with the money coming in from YouTube. Like I can see money coming in my bank account and I don't have to touch it. You know what I mean? Like these kind of feelings, you get in your paycheck and you spend it all. By the end of the month, you have no money left. And so having both these income at this point, it is such a luxury. It is such a blessing to have that, to say, okay, I get money from my day job. I said, here, this is to my wife for the monthly. This is what we spend this month. This is an extra money that I will just spend if I need to buy something, and money coming in from YouTube. I pay some money out of that to take for my workers, to my editors and my channel managers who are working with me, and the rest I would save. Or if I need to help purchase something or whatever it is that I need to do, whether it's saving, whatever it is. Because recently, tell you a little backstory why I also didn't. I'm happy that I actually kept the day job at the time. We were living in a previous apartment that we were renting, and I used to use that second room for my office. And eventually, my wife said to me one day, "Hey, Andy, maybe Aiden should know get his room." And I was like, "Oh my God, okay." And so I had to come out of that office and set up that room for my son, right? And so now I move my computer and all my stuff in the living room, and my wife, I'm there in the living room, so she tried to give me the convenience so that I can work. But you can feel like in the evenings when I finish work and she want to sit and watch a little TV or watch the news or watch Netflix and chill, she feels this little bit of pressure, like, hey, I have to stop now because you need to record. And, it just doesn't give a nice feeling. And I don't want her to feel like she have to always leave the living room to go and, let me record, even though I need to, even though I want to. But it's just that feeling. And fast track, I didn't know that she was still looking for apartments, still looking for a flat. We're looking for something around here. Give thanks, we found something really nice now where I have my office again and everything. But just the convenience to know that we found a flat again, and she was looking, right, she was looking for something, and I actually didn't know about it. Then it happened that she was just looking, and she found something, and she said, hey, I found something, it's going to cost X amount of money, but we don't have the deposit, and I don't have it. She's like, I don't have the deposit, I don't know how we're going to achieve this, and on top of that, we have to give notice for the current apartment. We might not find somebody to move into that apartment now, and so we might have to be paying two rents for a few months. And give thanks, I have the YouTube income, right, and that I was saving some money. And I was like, okay, how much do we need? And she told me, and we need a couple 100,000, right, in our money, right? And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. I'll cover it. And it just feels so good. She was like, like she was like shocked, like, can we manage it? I was like, yeah. And so it's just these feelings, these little events that happen in your life where you just feel good that you have that extra income, you had that money saved, and you could just use it at the time in case of emergency, you know? And that for me was really amazing, to have the feeling, know that I had the extra income. And hear what? She was even saying that we would literally not be able to recover after a couple of months, right? And I was saying that I don't think so. And for me, I was getting money every single month from YouTube. And for me, even though I spend all that money, the following month I received money from YouTube. I was back. And it gave me such confidence. It gave me such joy to say, oh yeah, I don't have to use up so much of my savings and now feel like I have to be waiting again and keep saving again. For me, the next very income I get from YouTube, I feel like, hey, this money is just for saving again. I am back. you know and so guys, these are the things, these are just some of the things that I just want to share with you, why I haven't quit my 9 to 5 job just yet, why I literally feel like there's a responsibility, that even though I'm making this much money on YouTube at the moment, I just don't feel like it's the right moment, right? And you have to think about life, you have to think about responsibility, you have to plan. And I just want to be strategic about my choices, my decisions that I'm making. And yeah, I just want to share that. So these are the reasons why I want to just be pretty transparent. I don't want the headache. I don't want the stress. When you have the family and the responsibility, you really can't mess around and just do things just like that. So I just want to take responsibility as a husband, as a father, as a person, as a man, to ensure that I am doing things the right way. And so yeah, that's why, guys, that's why I haven't quit my 9 to 5 job just yet, even though I am making, let's say, decent enough money from YouTube that I could really do it. I feel like I need more time. I need to grow my income some more. I need to continue push on other projects to ensure that these projects pick up speed more, closer to monetization. Maybe in a few months I'll be able to say, yeah, this is the right time to do it. And I would say right now, give thanks and praise that I am comfortable. I'm comfortable. And so, maybe in a couple of months, that would be it. But for right now, that's it. So guys, thank you for your time. I really appreciate that. As I said, I don't even remember if I introduced myself. I am Andrew, and I am building my YouTube business while working my 9 to 5 job. And on this channel, I want to document it. I want to share it. I don't want to do it while I am super successful and to tell you, hey, I've done this, I've done that. I want to start this journey right now when I'm still working, where I can share the knowledge that I know, where I can share the real life scenarios, where I just can be me, right? Where I can just be me, be myself, share the real life situations with you. Why? Because I know that this is going to be valuable for people who are either working their 9 to 5 job, or just people who just want to get started on YouTube, and they just to see what it is like, right? And I just want to take this opportunity to share my story. Maybe somebody will watch it, maybe none, but these are my whys. I just want to share them with you. So thank you guys for your time. I'm really hope that you find some value within this video, and looking forward to see you guys, when I release my next video. And yeah, I hope you like it. See you guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.